Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Week 5 speaking practice. Today, our topic is growing plants in a classroom, and we'll practice answering 3 prompts to help you prepare for your speaking test. Remember to speak clearly, restate the question, and use complete sentences with details to share your ideas. Let's get started. Our first speaker today is Maya. She will help us with prompt 1. Maya, explain the steps for growing a plant in a classroom.
To grow a plant in a classroom, you need to follow a few simple steps. First, choose a small pot with drainage holes and fill it with potting soil. Next, plant a seed, like a bean or pea, about an inch deep in the soil and cover it lightly. Then, water the soil gently to keep it moist but not soaked. Place the pot in a sunny spot, like a classroom windowsill, and water it every few days. Finally, monitor the plant's growth, ensuring it gets enough light and water. These steps help the seed sprout and grow into a healthy plant.
Great job, Maya. That was a clear and detailed explanation. Now, let's hear from Liam for prompt 2. Liam, what types of plants could you grow in a classroom? Which would you most like to grow?
In a classroom, you can grow plants like beans, peas, sunflowers, or herbs such as basil and mint, as they don't need much space and grow well in pots. You could also try succulents, which are low maintenance and need little water. I'd most like to grow sunflowers because they grow tall and have bright, cheerful flowers that make the classroom feel lively. Plus, watching their big blooms develop would be exciting for everyone.
Wonderful response, Liam. Thank you for sharing your enthusiasm. Now, let's hear from Sophia for our final prompt of the day. Sophia, using at least 2 sentences, what other experiments like this could you do in the classroom?
Other experiments you could do in the classroom include testing how different types of water, like rainwater or tap water, affect plant growth. You could also set up an experiment to see how plants respond to varying amounts of sunlight by placing pots in different light conditions. These experiments would teach us more about what plants need to thrive.
Fantastic answers, Sophia. Thank you, Maya, Liam, and Sophia, for your thoughtful responses. And thank you for joining our practice today. To shine in your speaking test or conversations, focus on speaking clearly, adding relevant details, and expressing your ideas with confidence. Keep practicing these prompts and you'll be ready for your test. Great job. Now it's your turn to record. Question 1. Explain the steps in the video for growing a plant in a classroom. Question 2. What types of plants could you grow in a classroom? Which would you most like to grow? Question 3. Using at least 2 sentences, what other experiments like this could you do in the classroom? See you next week.